Hello everyone, Spaghetti Bowls here, and today I'm starting what I hope will be a continuing series on my channel, Theme Park Theories. If you couldn't tell by the title, in this series I'm going to be looking at different parks and making theories on the future of the parks and their attractions. In this video, I'm yet again going to be talking about American Eagle at Six Flags Great America. Now let's just jump right into it. Stage 1. Six Flags goes to the City of Gurney and talks about the future of American Eagle. If you didn't know, there are many rumors that the City of Gurney will not allow any major construction to be done to American Eagle's Helix because of its close proximity to Highway 94, which sits as close as 222 feet, or 68 meters, from the highway. Now, after talking to Gurney about how they need to be able to do construction on Eagle's Helix because of the poor condition of its structure, they should be able to get permission to do some sort of construction to Eagle. I have 100% certainty that Gurney will allow Six Flags to do construction where the Helix is, because even if the ride closes and just sits there for years and years, it's going to have to be torn down because if it collapses, it could be a major hazard. So something will definitely have to be done to Eagle and its Helix in the near future. Now, Gurney may give Six Flags the okay to only deconstruct Eagle's Helix and not allow any more construction to be done on the site, and in that case, I can just see Eagle as a whole being demolished and replaced, which I plan to go into more detail in another video. But if Gurney does give Six Flags the okay to construct on the plot of land where the Helix is, I can see Six Flags completely rebuilding the Helix, which leads me to stage 2. I believe the structure of American Eagle's Helix is too damaged from the lateral G-forces given by the trains to have it just simply refurbished. I mean, look at the track on that Helix, it is barely banked. I've seen the structure of American Eagle's Helix as recently as December of 2019, and it has seen better days to say the least. When the train goes through the Helix, you can see the wood swaying more than it really should, and I'm not saying it's unsafe to ride now, but I feel like it definitely will be sort of unsafe soon. This is why, in this stage, Six Flags will rebuild the entire Helix after demolishing it. But what would they rebuild it into, and more specifically, who will rebuild it? Now in stage 3, this one is split up into 3 different possibilities. The first one, which I think is the least likely, is for RMC to come in and rebuild the Helix and the entire coaster into a hybrid. I feel like this is the least likely because of the major price tag it will have. The only way I can see this really happening is if Six Flags changes their business model around and invests a bunch of money into a new attraction at a single park each year, sort of like how Cedar Fair does it. Since Six Flags got a new CEO back in November of 2019, there might be a chance that the new guy follows this model or something similar to it, but I kinda doubt it. The second possibility, which might be slightly more likely, is that RMC does a retracking and adds a bit more to Eagle's structure. This wouldn't be a full-on hybrid, but RMC could possibly use their topper track instead on the coaster, which theoretically would be cheaper than a hybrid because less steel is used on a topper track. I could see RMC making Eagle a bit taller, adding some larger hills and improving existing hills. But yet again, I feel like it would be really expensive, and I don't know if Six Flags is willing to pay that. So my third possibility, which I think is the most likely, is that Eagle's Helix will be rebuilt and the rest of the ride will be retracted by Wood Coaster Development, which is the company that recently retracked Apocalypse at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Since this company has already done work with Six Flags and seems to be relatively cheap, I can definitely see Six Flags working with them instead of a more expensive company like GCI to retract Eagle. But I don't believe that Eagle would just be only retracked, which leads into my final stage, stage 4. Eagle, no matter who comes and redoes it, will become a Mobius Loop coaster and will be renamed to something like Great American Eagle, which I feel like is a great fit for this coaster. Some people say Iron Eagle, some people say other things. Great American Eagle will just be perfect. Anyways, the reason why I strongly believe that it will for sure become a Mobius Loop coaster, and the reason why I believe someone redoing Eagle is more likely than it being demolished, is because if you were to make Eagle a Mobius Loop coaster, it will not only be the longest coaster in the park, not only the longest coaster in the Six Flags chain, not only the longest wooden roller coaster in the world, but the longest roller coaster in the world, period. The longest roller coaster, not just wood, the longest roller coaster. Just doing some simple math, one side of American Eagle is 4,650 feet long. Simply multiply that by 2, and you have a track length of 9,300 feet. It would be over 1,000 feet longer than the current world's longest roller coaster, which is Steel Dragon 3000 at 8,133 8.2 feet long. If Six Flags were to just demolish American Eagle, they would be missing out on an enormous world record. I believe that Six Flags knows about American Eagle's potential and is willing to pour the money into making it the world's longest roller coaster. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like if you wanna. I genuinely appreciate it. It helps me so much with the YouTube algorithm and everything. Links to my other channel and Instagram is below in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later.